Testing 1 2 1 2 test test test.
Got it.
And then Merrill and Shirley, what's your last name again?
Vader. W-A-G-N-E.
Perfect. All right, and maybe phone number too, just so I have that.
Sure. 262-662.
I just have a picture.
Has no battery in it, is that good?
262-662-0527.
Do you have a battery in yours?
You got it.
No,
Thank you.
wait.
Thank you.
It's only one battery.
Let's see.
Yeah, you got a battery.
You're in, Jay.
You live
You have a battery.
this area?
Oh, I
You
see.
live
They're
in
these are
Vernon?
like, I thought these were
No.
little
I'm
ones.
sorry, we're gonna have to talk to
North
him.
of Nashville.
Turn around. We gotta start in a couple minutes.
Subdivision on the
He was
left.
gonna sing tonight.
'Cause you might,
Little red lights.
I might dismiss you by a
I know, it always
block
takes me
or
forever to
something,
get the
but
thing
I
up.
don't care.
Come on.
I still accept any complaints and then I will forward. If you have their email here, which is great, then I can at least bring it to their attention.
Yeah, to the county board, I'll come
Don't do
visit.
that.
They always like that.
Give me the bigger
And
hammer.
all the board meetings, they're always like, there's no,
If you just gently push it, it doesn't turn on?
You know,
No, I'm
nobody's
getting
there.
a flashing like Wi-Fi signal.
I like the same
Give it a
thing
second.
at the village of McGonigal. I appreciate when people come in.
Okay, now I got it.
You're on.
It's like,
Oh, yeah, right.
if there's something on your mind, I wanna know what it is, you know?
Yes.
We got just enough on
1 minute.
for Wednesday. We have 3 board members and 3 players. Okay.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good.
Big plans this weekend, Merle?
We know Jay.
Do you?
Yeah, we got a party to go
That's
to.
Yeah, Fourth of
Fortunately, it's
July
not at our
party.
house.
Yeah, Fourth of July party. It's gonna be a big one too. Where do they live?
Brookfield.
Brookfield. They got a lot of land. Oh,
No,
They're not gonna be setting off fireworks, are they?
I,
I doubt it.
Oh, even if they do,
I
you know,
doubt it.
you hear them all over the place.
I can't stay up that late.
I'm guilty of that in the past though.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
that's cute.
Well, the best part is.
I'm up by 4:30 every morning, so it's kind of like
Wow.
Oh, that's
when I
early.
finally get home, it's like, okay, I'm tired. I fall asleep. Yeah.
That's early to get up
I
4:30.
feel like an albino next to Jeff. He's so tan and here's albino shoe.
Out here, the gardening, or did you go on a vacation trip that you're so tan?
I got-
Work.
there's
Really?
something
Well,
wrong.
it's a golf course.
Oh.
We gotta be nice to him.
Yeah. I'm on the golf course every day.
But you don't have like a second place down in Florida you go to, do you?
My parents had a place, but we never get down there.
Oh.
I got 6 o'clock, sir.
You guys ready? My computer just went sleep mode. All right, like to call the village board meeting to order. Everybody please rise for the pledge of allegiance in a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, open meeting law, compliance check.
President Jeff Millies.
Here.
Trustee Jay Pecca.
Here?
Trustee Dylan Newman.
Here.
Mr. President, you do have a quorum of your board, and Trustee Jim Hirth has an excused absence, and you are all in full compliance with the open meetings law.
Public comments?
For the record, I'm Darlene Johnson, Waukesha County Supervisor, the 25th District. President Millies and Vernon Village Board, I have been in contact with County Public Works Engineer Brett Wallace, sharing positive news. WIS DOT heard our plea with strong support from State Senator Bradley, Waukesha County, and the municipalities, and West DOT will put up temporary mobile traffic signals at the intersection of County Trunk Highway ES and Edgewood Avenue. These signals would be removed in November when the state West DOT reopens the northbound State Highway 83 bridge on-ramp to Interstate I-43. Waukesha County DPW realizes this removal would spark dissatisfaction from villages of McGuanago and Vernon residents. So Waukesha County had preliminary discussions with villages of Vernon and McGuanago to enter a cost-sharing agreement for permanent signalization at the intersection of ES and Edgewood Avenue. This would be in place by the time state DOT would remove their temporary signals. Waukesha County would be burying the electrical lines so not to interfere with above-ground power lines at that intersection, while DOT still keeps the temporary signals in place. This cooperative agreement would be a three-way split between three governmental entities to pay for permanent traffic signals. This eliminates the need for that on and off future temporary signals by DOT during the I-43 interstate construction for the rest of the 2-year period. The estimated cost would be up to $150,000 with contributions of up to $50,000 from the villages of Vernon and McGuanago, with $50,000 contribution from Waukesha County unless it is more than expected. Waukesha County has formulated this agreement, which will be forwarded to the county legislative referrals released July 9th. The Waukesha County Public Works Committee will meet on July 16th to discuss and vote on this agreement, and I am a voting member of that committee. I will also be attending Finance Committee as a voting member and attending the Executive Committee to speak on your behalf. Engineer Brett Wallace also included in this agreement a request for traffic speed limit reduction from 45 to 35 miles per hour from ES over the bridge over the Fox River to Hidden Lakes Drive. We would need this agreement approved by each municipality, which Village of McGuanago voted unanimously yesterday. They had a special meeting after their committee meeting and did vote on that unanimously to approve this. Waukesha County, okay, needed time to submit the ordinance at committee level, and they appreciate everyone's support and bring it forth to the July full county board meeting. This is a short timeline to resolve this issue. We also realize that the 2030 county capital plan for a roundabout is still pending federal funds for this T intersection, and definitely we will be monitoring that and hopefully getting information to you as soon as we hear from it. Thank you again for your consideration, and I appreciate your opportunity for me to speak.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comments? No public comments? All right, we got a proclamation for the 4th of July here, I'd like to read. Whereas on July 4, 1776, our founding fathers ratified the Declaration of Independence, a historic document declaring that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And whereas this document laid a foundation for future prosperity and helped establish a government based on individual liberties and the rule of law, which is society's sacred bond, and whereas Americans and Vernon residents, it is our duty to preserve the fundamental principles, freedoms, and liberties that have ensured the continued prosperity of our nation, and whereas Independence Day is an important opportunity to honor the brave men and women in uniform who have defended our nation's enduring values, whom we can never thank enough for their courageous and sacrifices. Whereas since 1870, the 4th of July has been recognized as a federal holiday so the Americans may celebrate our nation's timeless truths and great freedoms that call to our highest sense of patriotism. Now, therefore, I, Jeff Millies, President of the Village of Vernon, do hereby proclaim Friday, July 4th, 2026 Independence Day in the village of Vernon in recognition of the founding of our great nation. And ask all residents of Vernon to take time to celebrate their freedoms enshrined in our nation's founding on this 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And ask all residents of the Vernon to honor those who protect our nation's independence. In testimony witness whereof, I hereunto set my hand and cause the great seal of the village of Vernon to be affixed the second day of July 2026. Doesn't seem like that long ago. I remember the 200th anniversary.
I remember that, I was only 9 years old.
I was gonna say the same.
All right, moving on to miscellaneous matters. ALS agreement with the Village of Big Bend, Waukesha, and Waterford Fire Departments, East Troy Area Emergency Services District, and the Tishigan Fire Company. These agreements were all in the packet. Basically, we just raising our rates to $550 for ALS services provided, with the option of raising rates as needed. Is there a motion to send these out to the communities? Do we put in a start date on this of?
I thought we talked about
Yeah.
January
Usually on
first.
an agreement, you talk about, when you'd like it returned, or
Yeah,
it just starts negotiation.
right,
Yeah, I'd like to see these in place by
January
January
first.
first, but I think all the communities need them in advance here so they prepare for it, and so you just need a motion to send them out, or?
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Village Board decision on replacing trustee number 2 position. Well, we extended the deadline and still have only received one applicant who is very qualified. I'd like to nominate Lynn Gunn for that position,
Second.
I would like to nominate her too.
with the start date, let's say August 1st.
August 1st.
She's
Fine with
going on
me.
vacation this month, or in July here and stuff, so.
I can understand that.
All right, I'll make that motion. Is there a second then?
Second.
Second by trustee Newman. All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Agreement between Waukesha County and the Village of Vernon and McQuanigo for temporary lighted signal intersection on County ES and Edgewood Avenue, and authorize the village president to sign the agreement. Darlene Johnson just gave us kind of an update with McQuanigo and Waukesha about it all. Unfortunately, this is something we didn't budget for, but it needs to get done. Traffic up there is terrible now with 43 being closed.
It's
And I
terrible.
put in for, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Jay.
It's terrible. I mean, the people have had to wait like maybe 5 or 6 minutes, to come, to turn from Edgewood onto National, about 5 minutes at a.
Yeah, it's always been a bad intersection.
And we're getting constant complaints from residents, and then in your packet, you had a bunch of information from the individual departments that Darlene elaborated to. Also, Alex Grassi from the DOT has been in constant contact with everyone that Supervisor Johnson, Darlene Johnson spoke about. And that was forwarded to you today. He was indicating how they're working hard with the county and the municipalities to address this ASAP. And we did get an email yesterday from Diane Dykstra, the administrator from the Village of McWanago, indicating that they approved an EPC for emergency vehicles. If they would come up to the lighted intersection, that it allows the emergency vehicles to pass for, and the Village of McWanago is paying for that additional cost.
Did they list a estimated date when it'd be finished?
When the lights are installed? As soon as
Yeah.
we don't have an exact date because it's gotta go through the county board, but if it goes through both the villages, and then it's. Sure. I'm sorry, Jeff, is that, Mr. President?
I wanted to mention regarding those emergency vehicle preemptions, they said because the project was brought to the forefront due to increased traffic, the EVP should be incorporated into design, and this would help to ensure the emergency vehicles remain unaffected by both communities. The consultant, it says, the RFP, they have in the design that for the permanent traffic signals, the consultant shall coordinate with the Village of McGuanago to include the emergency vehicle preemption in the traffic signal design. So it sounds like it'll be incorporated with the amount of the three-way split that'll be incorporated in there. And it also is for fire dispatch, they have the ability, I believe the Sheriff's Department and the Village of McGuanago. So they all have the gadget that you press the button for you have a short period of time to get across, and then it resumes, so. But what was the other question you had?
Time, yeah, when they expect to have it finished by?
It sounds like, because of the temporary ones, they're gonna put that out. I think it's gonna be short timeline.
Okay.
Because within July, we have our board meeting to have that done. And the WISDOT, I think, is very much concerned that with this 45% increase of traffic, that really it has been affecting that area big time. So I'm so grateful that they did do that, but this is beneficial for all of us to have this agreement so that we can have more of a permanent thing, even though in the future there may be a roundabout. This permanent thing is best for this time. We're desperate right now, I think.
Yeah.
So,
And with the complete shutdown in the evening with the tear down of Center Bridge, that is a significant impact to both
yes.
villages, Mukwonago and Vernon, so
And if
that's
you
why-
think it's a 2-year situation, we're talking, the traffic now is all going toward 164, but it'll be coming from 164 on National and ES, so that's really, it's going to be affecting it both ways. So this is going to be, I think this will be a blessing for everybody. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, I'll make a motion to approve the temporary lighted signal intersection at the county ES and Edgewood Avenue and authorize myself to sign the agreement. Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Res-
I'll report back to the county and advise them of this. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Darlene.
Thank you.
Thank you. Resolution 2026-10-A. Resolution transferring $1,039,056 of funds from the project fund to the general fund for the 2025 budget. We had a meeting last week where we went over the audit report, and a lot of that money is being transferred, was needed for last year's Center Bridge and Center Road, and a little bit of borrowing for this year. So is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Then we have some operator bartender license for Natalie Hinkle, Shelley Savan, Brooke Stoll, and Ava Strobel.
Mr. President, board members, you can see in your packet that everything's in order and these licenses are ready for your approval.
Is there a motion to approve all of them for their bartender's operator license?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Correspondence and announcements. I would just like to wish everybody a happy 4th of July and stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Jay?
I would like to wish everybody a happy, safe 4th of July. And the best part is the 4th falls on this, what is it?
Saturday.
Saturday, and you don't have to, you can stay out a little later and don't have to worry about getting up for work the next day.
Speak for yourself.
Yes. And I don't have to go in the next Saturday to make up either.
Dylan?
Ditto.
All right, we do have the sheriff here. Do you have anything for us? Okay. No, just
Business as usual.
have a safe weekend.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. In our packet, we had the fire department EMS report. Any questions on that? That thing's always complicated. I'm never sure if I'm reading that thing right. If we're losing money or making more money, I don't know, yeah.
We're always making money, but,
Should be more.
yeah.
Village administrator clerk report.
In the packet, I put Wisconsin Act 25 and the Safe at Home program and Wisconsin Act 235 for board members to review. Also wanted to let the board members that all the absentee ballots went out last Thursday. We are taking requests for absentee ballots. Best way to do is either email the clerk. If your driver's license is on file, you'd have to send an email plus your driver's license if we don't have your driver's license. Or you can go to myvote.wi.gov and register there, and they'll automatically send a request to my office for an absentee ballot. And in-person voting for this election of the partisan primary, which everybody complains about, but it's been in effect since the 1950s. We have in-person voting starts July 28th. Normal business hours from 8 to 3:30. But if anybody needs an appointment, just call and I can meet you anytime for you to vote. That's it, Mr. President and board members.
Thank you. Moving on to finances. Accounts payable for July 2nd, batch number 2020-702 in the amount of $61,112.50. Any questions on any of the checks?
Nope. Just a couple of them are a little hard to read.
I'll make a motion to approve batch number 2020-702 in the amount of $61,112.50. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Hi.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Then we had a manual check for the newsletter in the amount of $1,093.83. I'll make a motion to approve that also. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Village board minutes from June 4th.
Oh, just one thing with minutes, you know, where it says on the June 4th, where it says where it sees the damage, could you, where it says, seeing the damage, where it says can you put tornado, you know, the tornado damage like Sussex had? If you could do that, that would be great.
And your announcement?
Yeah. Other than that, it looks good.
So is that your motion to approve the minutes, Jay, with that one correction?
Yes.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any more discussion? All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. And we had the minutes from June 18th.
I looked at it and it looks good.
Jay made the motion to approve the minutes from June 18th. I'll second it. Any more discussion? All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Then we had our meeting from June 25th, which was finance and
I'll make a motion to approve those.
This one I will have to abstain from because I was not here.
you can't abstain, Jay, but I will, always second it. Because because we gotta get it passed.
Okay.
It doesn't make much difference. You're just approving what's
You
written.
just, yeah, what I recorded.
Okay.
So, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes unanimously. Announcement, all administrative and DPW offices are closed tomorrow, Friday, July 3rd, in observance of the 250th anniversary of the 4th of July. July 8th, we'll have the Village Finance Committee meeting at 5 PM. And also we'll have the Village Board meeting at 5:55 to present Eagle Scout proclamation to Eagle Scout recipient Colin Klein. And then immediately after that, we will have a Village Board and Plan Commission meeting starting at 6 o'clock. And then on July 16th, we'll have our other Village Board meeting.
Mr. President, I just wanted to let the public know that we had to cancel the Finance Committee meeting on July 8th, and the Eagle Scout proclamation will be incorporated with the Plan Commission and Village Board meeting. And just wanted to send a big thank you to Lynn Gunn. She's going to be a great asset. Congratulations, Lynn.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
That was I can't stand staying so long, Jeff. Remember those meetings when you guys were here for hours?